Good afternoon. Flooding is the most common and widespread weather-related natural disaster in history. Across New Zealand and around the world, extreme rainfall events has becoming more intense and frequent in the last few years. Actually, a few months ago, Wellington has experienced about 70 millimeters of rainfall in just 1 hour. This makes the cities become more vulnerable to flooding, threatening our homes, infrastructures, businesses, and lives. To prepare for this kind of situations, disaster makers or disaster preparedness agencies rely on flood models to predict where the flood will occur and how severe it would be. But there's a problem. These high-resolution models, they can accurately represent the flooding from the streets, in between buildings, into the stormwater network. However, this approach has 3 major limitations. Number 1, different rainfalls have different characteristics. It can be this amount of rainfall, and this can be this long. Running those simulations can be impractical in one setting. Number 2, the current flood modeling has relied only on flood depth to give out information. They don't usually incorporate the flow velocity, which is equally important for hazard assessment. And lastly, these models are very computationally expensive and they take long simulation time. As cities face increasingly drastic and unpredictable storms in the future, this critical barrier poses huge challenges into flood risk management. Therefore, this is the challenge I'm trying to break. My research focuses on physics-based simulations. My research focuses on the strengths of physics-based simulations and machine learning intelligence. It utilizes the very high-resolution physics-based models and trained machine learning model so that we could be able to predict flood risk within the matter of minutes rather than hours and hours. This would allow us to give people the information they need, be able to safely go to their work or to safely get their kids from school. Because of this, we were able to utilize the high-resolution accurate simulations of physics-based models and utilize the efficiency of machine learning-based models. Anyway, so this kind of invention allows us to prepare for the changing climate and for empower people in the future. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Lea. Any questions for Lea?
So your model is on the current climate, current situation. It's raining outside. Is there going to be a flood tomorrow or in the next few minutes and that sort of thing? Civil defense.
Yes, it focuses on the current climate conditions as well as the future climate conditions, what will happen in the next 2050 or 2100.
Have you run it on situations like in Dunedin recently with the flooding or here?
Yes.
So,
actually, the image I show is the Wellington catchment. So I was able to predict the flood risk during extreme rainfall events.
Cool.
Thank you. And how flexible is it to transfer to different locations? So you mentioned Dunedin and Wellington. Is it quite quick to pick a city and predict it for that?
It requires intensive data as well as skills to do that. So the reason why it's fast to simulate is because I was able to prepare all the information and simulate it rather than pick a city and do machine learning. So it requires a lot of preparation for the machine learning model to learn those information.